So you guys hear that the Pope died? Do you know what happens when the Pope dies? Another one pops up. How are we doing? Stream and food. Milky Way making you hungry. Go get yourself a chocolate bar. Get yourself a chocolate and enjoy the stream. Let's go. Let's firstly see. Let's firstly see if the screen share is working. Should pop up eventually. There we are. There he is. How are we doing? Boo! Boo yourselves! So, I managed to get the controller working. Yay! We're all set now, finally.
What did you hear exactly?
It was only a few hours of fucking agonizing technical issues. But we got there in the end. Also, had to install a mod to let me use... PlayStation, you know, controller inputs. So I'm not having to keep doing the mental juggle, the translation from Xbox controller to PlayStation. Anyway, where were we? So we're hopefully going to have a bit more of a complete stream this time. I don't have to go rushing away to pick up uni or anything like that. Because really all we did last week was the opening Eden Prime mission. We didn't really get started on much of the Citadel stuff. So I reckon we can indulge a little bit, take our time. Honk honk. Hey, Lily. How you doing? How do you think the patrons in that club feel listening to the same song over and over? Not even a song, it's a loop. How do you think I felt? When the game's minimized, I can still hear the fucking thing. You guys got my nice starting soon's music. I had to listen to that for the last 15 minutes. I had like to get the game set up and make sure everything was working, and then I just had the game minimized, and I was browsing Twitter to Hey Ariana. Hey Raymond. Hey Oda. Hey HD. You know, hey everyone. The whole gist of it. How are we doing this fine day, I suppose? So, last week, Commander Shepard, number 1 of the SSV Normandy, we were called in to investigate the human colony of Eden Prime. They had apparently uncovered an excavation site of some significance, a Prothean beacon. An ancient spacefaring civilization, the bedrock of all, you know, galactic civilization now, blah 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 blah. But when we arrived, the colony was under attack by the evil forces of the Geth. Sentient AI who seemed to be under the command of a Turian called Saren. Now that can't be right, because Saren is one of the top Spectres, the agents working for the galactic government. The Citadel Council. So here we are, trying to now expose him, to find some evidence that he was the ones behind this colony. Because apparently he just seems to be a bit anti-human. Doesn't seem to like us very much. He's got his issues. In the future, people are even more brain-rotted than today, yeah. Yeah. It's like you have, you know the meme of like the kid standing at the fork in the road, and it's like, you know, left is horrible castle, right is like sunshine and rainbows. You got like the Star Trek future where everyone's enlightened and no kids are on their phones and so on and so forth. And then you have the Mass Effect future where everything's just and if you're really brain rotted, you become this guy. Hey Conrad. How you doing?
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Who are you?
Do I know you?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
No.
I don't have time for this, Conrad. I'm not here to be a role model.
Oh, I see how it is. Commander Shepard doesn't have time for the little people. Far be it for me to get in your way. You go be a hero.
Okay. Don't worry, I don't think we'll probably never see him again. I'm sure he won't be a problem. Probably. That's Action Man. Yeah. I mean, he certainly thinks he is. They make Shepard's eyes so bugged out. Do they? I guess. It's just BioWare face, innit? Yeah, sorry, the only reason I'm, like, running around the back streets at all is because I'm still looking for the bugs, the keepers. Gotta catch them all. I'm fine. In the grand scheme of things, I can explain tomorrow when I return from the Devonian period. Oh, by the way, can confirm I have not been to the caves that you were in the other day. At least not that my dad remembers.
That's him.
Had to check with him today. We've visited that many caves over the years. Blimey, is that loud? That is very loud on my end. Oh, for fuck's... You messed up, Caden! Bloody hell. Yep. It is a tad loud. Fair. I don't know why. It's like, the combat specifically is very loud. By default. We'll fix it. Now, what's weird is this particular combat encounter can kind of be... is, like, arguably one of the most challenging in the game. Just because, it just shows up so early. When you're so low level. It's a bit of a skill check, I guess. Or a stat check. Would have been easier if Caden didn't miss the bloody overload, I'll tell you that much. Wheel on. So I am... Fuck, can I change this? Sorry, I'm telling myself, oh, well, I'll get used to it. But I never am. Yeah, what the fuck? It's starting on swapped. I could've... I'm like, am I going fucking crazy? I'm spending this whole time like, why am I... L1, L2, R1, R2 just feels wrong to me. It was swapped. By default. Is that still too loud? Oh, for fuck's... Sorry, my bad. I'm an idiot. Why are all the fights in Korra's Den so damn hard? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. There we go.
Those were Saren's men.
Clear.
Better? If I talk while I'm shooting, am I being drowned out? Much better, thank you.
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here.
It's a big dinosaur, man!
If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story.
He's not coming out, Rex. He's staying in the closet. He had
Out of my way.
a very conservative upbringing, and he feels
What
shame
was
for
that
himself.
all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
He doesn't have very supportive friends. How are we doing? No, we're not. We're not sitting with the strippers. Right. Harkin, I'm here to see you, ain't I?
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Oh boy, what a cool looking character. I wonder how many testicles he has. This guy? Presumably just one. It's just Harkin.
I'm looking for a C-Sec officer, a Turian named Garrus.
Yeah, the Krogan canonically have 4.
You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
I don't give a fuck.
Just tell me where Garrus is before this gets ugly.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor. And then he blew
I don't think he was ever officially a Spectre. He was just a
Screwed up his
candidate.
mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Remember that time when Conrad died in Mass Effect 3 because you forgot to talk to that one female NPC after completing a side quest? The games could be like that. He died in my last run of Mass Effect 2, and I have no idea how. I don't know what I did differently. But there was suddenly a news broadcast that was like, a human named Conrad Werner has died attempting to, I don't know, cosplay as Commander Shepard. And I was like, what? I didn't do this.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
New tune. Boom, da boom, 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 da boom, boom. Yeah. We've got 2 songs in this game. It's Cora's Den music and the other one.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world.
Damn hot is what he is.
With the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
I love that if you're playing as Femship, your first interaction with this guy is for him to sexually harass you. That's always fun. Do you get the option to kill him?
Anderson tell us he
I
used
can't
to be a
remember. He might die in a later game. I don't remember exactly. Right. So, we now have the presumed location of Garrus, the C-Sec officer who was doing the Citadel end of the investigation. So we can go find him, but we also know that there's a Krogan. Some fella named Rex.
Is that really?
Wait a minute. You still here?
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Am I having a stroke?
Nice to meet you. And you
Nice
are...
to meet you for the
My
first
name is
time.
Conrad Werner.
We just
They
spoke.
say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden
I
Prime.
didn't load game or anything. Or no, wait, hold on. I did die. Yeah, okay. The autosave's been a little weird there then, I guess. It loaded me, like, back into the combat. Whatever.
I don't have time for this, Conrad. I'm not here to be a role.
Far be it from meeting.
Hello. I did see you, hear you come in, right? Yeah, I'm not going crazy. Conrad Werner has developed Doctor Strange powers to reverse time and get that autograph. He's still not getting it. He'll never get it. He ain't getting shit.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this mod.
Right. Let's go. Let's go find Garrus. Dr. Michelle's clinic. Worst that happens to him is that Garrus puts a bullet in his leg during Mass Effect 2 loyalty mission. That's right. I remember.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Well, he's dead. Oh, yep, that one's rushing us. Honestly, one of the worst things that can happen in this game is when AI just rush you. You want to try and avoid that. Stick to the cover. Shoot the fire extinguisher, which somehow poisons him. Don't ask questions.
Clear.
This is a very small hospital. It's a fucking closet. How you doing?
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
They did say it was just a clinic. I know, but it's a little on the itty bitty side. There's like a clinic, which is just 4 beds and a box.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Conrad. Dr. Conrad. I went forward in time. I've witnessed 14,605 possible futures. And how many of them do you get the autograph? None. Well, that's not true. You can give him an autograph. He just gets weirder and weirder if you do, though. The work first, they wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Then what?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him.
Quarians are the gas mask latex people, right? They sure are.
Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Or person, in this case, because there's literally only the one in this entire game. Bit weird, actually. There is only one Quarian in all of Mass Effect 1.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There's no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I
He's
needed
your
to
same
find
species.
investigation,
There's
but
no
I
way
knew
you can
what
hate
was
him.
really going on. Saren
That's not
is a
how it
traitor
works.
To the Council and a disgrace to my people.
I know we're playing... So this is what I talked about before when I have trouble, like, doing the all-evil options. Because, yeah, we're playing a dickhead. But I'm not going to be mean to Garrus.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist.
Just can't do it.
The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the
Jake,
C-section.
don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
What's he doing there?
We're
Fist
going for Rex
accused
now.
him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the academy before he leaves.
Move out.
And we'll immediately bin Ashley. Don't worry, we'll be binning Caden shortly as well. Unfortunately, you can't bin them both. You can be a dick to everyone else, just not Garrus, Rex, or the other good companions. Can't be mean to Tally. I'm just going to double check. I know we caught it earlier, but there was a weird autosave situation. That's fine. C-Sec. No, not Karth. Sorry, I got excited. Don't worry.
Binary Helix has settled out.
Don't worry. This is far from a first time playthrough. This is like my 14th playthrough or something. I know what I'm doing a little too well.
Genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Oh no, if they've been shot, it means their protective fetish gear has been ruptured. She will surely succumb to a deadly bacteria. That is literally the lore. Yes, Lily, you're right. They have very poor immune systems.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay
I remember some things.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
I've always felt this cutscene had like strangely fluid animations compared to the rest of the game.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard.
Hello.
Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
You're very short.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
I mean, my people have literally the exact same saying. I mean, ours is a little bit catchier, but you know what? That's fine.
I think we're gonna get along just fine, Rex.
Let's go.
God, that is another, like, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever trope that I think we've mentioned a couple times. It's like, there's an ancient Klingon proverb. Suddenly can't think of any fucking proverbs, but, you know, it'll just be fucking something that we've all heard. I'm partial to Garrus and Samara. Yeah, I mean, I like most of the companions. There's only a few that I actively dislike, you know. Who's this Tamura Morrison, man? Just a guy, don't worry about him.
Okay, Jalene. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorman, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me.
There's an ancient Klingon proverb that fits this situation. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Shut up, Worf. I'm glad air traffic control don't mind me just, like, walking into their office and pushing buttons. I'm just doing it for the little trickle of XP you get. There you go. The boys are back in town. Honestly, like, unironically, that song does tend to jingle in my head as soon as I get these two. Samara's story is just very oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, you've just given me flashbacks to the, her mission in Mass Effect 3. The monastery.
Hey there. Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks.
Hey, Phil.
He wants me gone. I know.
Rex is my favourite in Mass Effect 1 because he's a crocodile man. Jack is my favourite in Mass Effect 2 because she's a suicide girl from space. And Jathik is my favourite from Mass Effect 3 because he hates everything and everyone. Those are choices, I guess.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want.
I think when it comes to actual companions, just
To leave me
in the first game alone, so I don't think about, you know, retroactively all the information I know about them later.
You'll show him, won't you?
I think Rex has to be the best companion in the first game. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Garrus overall, and I love Tali overall, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But actually, just in game one, Garrus is a little weak. He's got like a little bit of an arc he goes through. Like, you know, should I be a good cop or bad cop, basically, is what it comes down to. Should you work within the law, or should you, like, bend the rules to go after the bad guy? And that's, like, his whole little companion arc he goes through. But Rex's stuff is much more integral to the plot, I feel. Yeah, and likewise, Tali, you know, love her and all that, but, like, game one, pretty flat as well. A bit like Garrus. And then we won't even bother talking about Ashley or Caden.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have it.
Shorban. That's the guy who wanted us to scam the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
If I find out he's lied to me...
Anything's possible with Shorban these days.
Oh no.
Well, good luck.
The guy who's asked us to scan all the Keepers is up to something. I don't actually know if there's any value in skipping this quest or not, but it's like an optional second part. Jeremy Corbyn! Yeah, Rex is actually, you know what? It's a very fair point. Rex is so good that people tend to forget he's only a companion in the first game. You know what I mean? Like, Garrus is a companion in all three. Liara is a companion in 2.
A devoted wife
2.5.
and talented chef, serviceman
Tali's in all 3. Rex is only in 1.
Education
And yeah, he's right up there.
Finishing her service, Batia
I think that speaks to something. Liara is unironically beyond uninteresting in game 1. Okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, maybe a little bit. If you take away the whole Mother Benezia side of things, yeah, all she really has going for her after that is, I guess, she's the Prothean expert, and she will keep doing the mind meld cutscene. I suppose that's the only real contribution she has. I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit of a Liara defender, I can't lie. She was my first romance, and my second, and my third. By default, I guess. But I get that some people don't like her. I do understand. Underutilized in the first game. Open the door! Right, I'm doing a little bit of the thing in games where I just wander around while talking. Focus! We actually have an objective. We are going to Korra's Den. Mass Effect 2 is where a lot of personality for a lot of the trilogy appeared, I think. Mass Effect 1 is like a greatest hits of sci-fi influences. Mass Effect 2 is where personality develops. That's my argument. There's a lot to be said about Mass Effect 2's plot, like main plot, being a bit weak, being a bit like irrelevant to the wider trilogy, but the character work is absolutely the best. Some of the best in, like, gaming, full stop. Certainly some of the best of, like, BioWare shit. And, like, BioWare are the game studio known for lovable companions. Like, you know, obviously, you know, I'm saying this from a place of love. You know, Garrus is absolutely, like, top 3 companions. But most of that comes from the second game. Also, we are in the second Cora's Dead fight here. I just saw, I think it was Ariana, you were saying, horrible. It's a horrible time sometimes. He should be okay. Love a grenade up there. Pop this guy. I often forget I have grenades. I think the problem with this place is the cover is really awkward. You've got this one big circular, but often the enemies are just out your line of sight in awkward places. Now here's a quick point. I'm gonna map that. There we go. Just for easy use. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I took Singularity as my special power. It is as good as I remember. It's honestly one of, like, the main reason you want to bring Liara with you in this game. It's such a powerful ability she specializes in. Be sick. Get popped. Get popped. Oh, a little awkward. My thumb will sometimes touch the PS5 touchpad and cause that to happen.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Ooh, here we go.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
Would have been quicker just to kill him.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
There we go.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
I actually thought we were going to be shooting them because we're doing a dickhead playthrough. But then we had the dickhead option to scare them away. See, you can be renegade without being a murder hobo. That's good. Also, I saw your last comment, Mr. Lasagna. I just chose not to read it. If you're the type of person to romance Ashley, you've opened yourself up to a glitter bomb in the mailbox. I know they left absolutely no space on the original disc, but it would have been nice if Liara brought a little more to the plot. Middle piece of a trilogy is where the world and characters should be given a place to breathe and shine. Fuck, I miss the structure of trilogies, I really do. This cinematic universe crap. Crap Diwan. Yeah. No, I get your overall point. It's true. When you got a series like this, which was designed from the ground up to be a three-parter, to be a trilogy, rather than a series that can just go on indefinitely and, you know...
Go, go, go!
Oh, Jesus Christ, that just melted me. Right. Every now and again, we're just going to hit these sudden difficulty spikes. It can be really weird. Again, we're playing on hardcore.
Take cover!
So when you just go through a fight like that, which we kind of just walked through without much... I want to cancel. I don't actually want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oof. Right, what can we actually get done here? I need some... Electronics overload. Oh, you're a bit far off from that, Garrus. Give you a shield boost at least. Rexy boy. We'll go full in tank. Okay, shield boost, shield boost. Oh, the explosion. Ah, the explosion killed him. Mass Effect slop production forever incoming. Are we ever going to get another BioWare game? Lovable companions such as leave me alone, Zalbar. White bread on toast, Karth, and the robot that isn't HK-47. Yeah. Rex, Garrus, Liara, Tali are my favourite Mass Effect 1, in that order. Garrus, Tally, Grunt, and Morin? Do you mean Morden? Because there's technically an optional companion called Morinth in Mass Effect 2, but I assume you mean Morden, because if Morinth is one of your favourite companions, you're a freak. You're a sociopath. Get help. Morden, however, good choice. And you do technically get Rex back as a DLC companion in the third game. I know. It's one of the best things about that DLC. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. Shooting people isn't always the answer, says Garrus. Pot kettle black there, I know. Also, yes, I like this face we've just been stuck on.
Tell me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not
You'll
here.
never get to be a space adventurer like me anymore.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker.
Now this guy looks like,
Impossible. Even I.
What's he called? The Small Soldiers Army Man.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever.
With his silly Lego hair.
His true identity. But she didn't know that.
Or some kind of Starship Troopers character.
But when she shows up,
someone who gets instantly halved by a bug.
Tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
Jake Danger.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Get fucked.
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
To be fair, he deserved it.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let's move. We have to save that Quarian.
Oh, we are going to make Garrus into a horrible space fascist, aren't we? I just realized, because I usually play this good, we kind of teach Garrus, you know, hey, there's ways of getting the job done inside the law. You don't need to put civilians in danger to go after the back. No, we are going to, like, enable his worst impulses, aren't we?
I will destroy you.
Good for you.
Get down. Incoming.
I'm worried for the safety of the council this play. To be fair, you should be worried for their safety in every other playthrough. Paragon or Renegade, you know? Oh, we're going to be hanging up on them so much. Oh, no, wrong button. I don't like where he's standing. With a shotgun. Yeah. We're all good. I will destroy you! Oh, get fucking used to hearing that voice line. Skyrim belongs to the Nords! Go, go, go! Enemies everywhere! I will destroy you! Fucking game.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Fucking freak.
Get down!
Also, very rare appearance of combat Solarians. Oh! I just grenaded Tally. Sorry about that. It's fine.
Set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
We'll be nice to the lady.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
I don't have time for questions. I need the evidence you have against Sarah.
That's not what I
guess
wanted you to say, but okay.
But not out here in the open. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
You swept Tally off her feet already. I don't have time to listen to your goddamn woman words. Give me the evidence.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people.
Because you don't read, Shepard.
When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
Yeah, this is a weird thing. I've always felt this. Tally's evidence could be easily brushed off as a deepfake nowadays, or most people just wouldn't care. Like, even in the space sci-fi future, you'd think the evidence that she's going to provide, like a voice recording, could easily be faked, right?
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of
World
useful
bad.
technology.
Me sad. Don't be sad. We're playing Mass Effect.
That will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Sorry, I'm reading an old comment. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. Yeah, doesn't matter.
What kind of evidence did you find? How did you get it?
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
What did you find out?
Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Does anyone else here always morph Captain Anderson's face into Keith David's in their mind?
Beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
If they ever did a live action, I would have hoped they could cast him,
Saren's
but
voice.
he's
This
getting a bit
proves he was
old, right?
involved in the attack.
The hell's a conduit?
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about...
Oh, that's Deanna Troi. Don't worry about it. What can you tell me about the Reapers?
Are they some kind of new alien species?
I said the
According to
line.
the
Are you happy,
Memory
Lily?
Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
I've been feeling this for a while now. I always feel like they jump to the conclusion of what the Reapers are a little too quickly in this game. I feel like it should have gone like, Reapers, what are that? And Tali just goes, nah. I don't know, but some kind of... The Geth seem to revere them as some kind of god, but other than that, I just feel like they somehow managed to get this information a little too easily. Kind of out of nowhere. Marina Sirtis sounds so checked out in this game. Not everyone can do good voice acting. I mean, to be fair, It's Marina Sirtis. She sounds checked out whenever she does. Whenever she speaks in that Deanna Troy voice, she always just sounds a bit... I sense his hostility. Of course, they're actively shooting at us, Troy. I know.
They won't believe you anyway. Just keep them out of this.
We have to tell them. Even if they don't believe anything else, this proves Saren is a traitor.
The captain's right. We need to present this to the council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tolly. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do.
What?
Let me come with you.
Okay, I'm in the middle of the stream, so I'm okay at the moment. Thank you. I return with food. Did you have your headset on, or have you missed all the plot? Why do we always have to jump to weapons, Anderson? Why can it not be a... Why can't it not be a Prothean tech to toast bread? Yeah, he's a soldier. Of course he's going to think in terms of weapons, isn't he? I did not have headset on, no. Oh, well then you missed, like, the main crux of what's going on then. So Tally, we rescued, managed to find a audio recording in a geth that she took down. One that was presumably involved in the attack on Eden Prime, and it was a recording of Saren openly going, haha, we sure did destroy that human colony real good, didn't we? Along with another voice of someone, a woman who just happens to be Marina Sirtis, and they're like, yeah, we're doing this, and then we're gonna go find the conduit, and then we're gonna bring back the Reapers, and it's gonna be a blast. And we were like, huh? What are Reapers? And that's basically what you've missed. How do you do, fellow evilins?
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
And Tally is best girl, as Speedmaster says. Yes. You can fight me on that. Why would I fight you?
What does it say about me?
Why would I fight
turn
you?
my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I don't actually know. I don't want to risk not recruiting Tally, but because I don't even know if it's possible to like actively cut out a companion entirely. I know you don't have to recruit everyone, but like if you say no once, is that it? Is there no takesy backsies? It's fine.
I'll take all the help I can get.
It's fine. I won't risk it.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
I'm just on a role play as a
Anderson
dickhead, you know.
and I will go ahead to get things ready with the council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Maybe it's linked to Shepard's vision. The mention of the Reapers maybe made something click in their brain. Well, it's not just him. It's the fact that when we go Reapers, what is that? And then Tally's like, well, they seem to be some hyper-advanced race 50,000 years ago that the Geth revere as like the pinnacle of their own evolution. And I'm like, you got that information a little bit too easily for what's supposed to be, you know, the best kept secret in galactic history. I mean, not to confirm or deny the existence of the Reapers or anything, but they did. The Reapers went to pretty extreme lengths to scrub all trace of their existence when they wiped out the Protheans. So I don't know. They got it a little too easily. Does the Alliance just allow you to bring aboard randos? I mean, right now, they're just helping me on the Citadel. There's nothing more to it than that. And by the time we're going onto the ship, I'm a Spectre and the captain of the ship. So, spoilers. So I can kind of do what I want. Once again, don't worry, I have a permit. Quote, I can do what I want. Signed, Commander Shepard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a kind of a small complaint, but it's just something that on replaying this game, it hits me every time. Like, given how much of a big deal the Reapers are, and, you know, how much efforts they've gone to hide their existence and all this, it's just like, the very first clue we find, apparently it was the Reapers this whole time. What do you know? It was a robot the whole time.
Any progress with that Hanar?
Sorry, I'll let you know if I come up with something.
I don't care what the something is, as long as it rids me of the Hanar.
Oh yeah, we started this, but we never actually completed it. Hello.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
The CSEC officer is just doing his job. You're causing trouble.
This one is too humble to suggest that the CSEC officer is personally biased. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
For fuck's sake, can I not?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
This one will continue to spread its message.
Once I've accumulated enough renegade points, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bully you into leaving. You big jelly. Oh shit, I actually did. Last week I did cut out a voice line of Shepard. You big stupid jellyfish. I meant to put it on the soundboard.
Disturb the keepers.
Ah well. There's always next time. There's always next year, Professor. Right, we are just heading up to the council, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We've got all the evidence. Let's go.
There's no way the council can ignore us this time. Saren's days as a Spectre are done.
If the evidence is worth trying to kill me for, I hope it is sufficient to motivate the council.
I never got the Tally thing. Is it down to her voice acting? It's very good voice acting, and it's a pretty voice too, but I never thought of Tally that way. She's a friend, a sister, I always thought. I mean, to each their own, but, you know. I'm not going to say you're wrong or anything. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but... Right. Knowledge about the Reapers is the kind of thing that takes thousands of years to uncover eventually by some kind of archaeologist. Not, oh, this lady I met 2 minutes ago just told me all about it. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say like it doesn't make any sense. She got the information from the databank of a Geth. But I just think, like, narratively speaking, it was a little bit too easy. We should have to dig a bit more for it. And considering we haven't even met the archaeologist yet, the digging should come later.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
I'm all about Jack. You see, I can respect that, but Jack doesn't really do it for me. You know what I mean? Different tastes.
This evidence is irrefutable.
I like Jack,
Ambassador.
but not like that.
Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Another traitor for the block.
She must be working with the Geth, too.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core.
Don't you mean, what can you tell me about the Reapers?
Machines that wiped out the Protheans.
Say the line, Counselor. RE the Tally thing. I think it's probably the allure of the unknown or something similar, or just latex gas masking. I don't think it is. I think, to me, Tally is in the same like bracket of character type as like Veronica from New Vegas, or I don't know. I can't think of any other examples right off the top of my head, but kind of the kind of quirky, smart engineer girl person. Balara from Veilguard. Meryl from Dragon Age 2. Again, all kind of in that same type, I think. Like, not a powerhouse combat-wise, but kind of quick thinking, quirky, funny, with a side of tragedy. Yeah. I think that's what it is.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
I'm going to be real with you. I only just learned right now that you have a name, Counselor. Valerne? I've just been calling you Frog Guy this whole time.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machine.
I mean, also, it's the skin-tight latex thing. I mean, that's also a part.
It has to be.
No
Where did
denying.
the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
I mean, I guess, again, you could explain it as the fact that we had this vision earlier, and that, combined with this new knowledge of the Reapers, has convinced us, no, they're definitely real. But a part of me is also like, Shepard himself is a little bit too,
50,000 years ago, the Reapers
like,
wiped out all galactic civilizations.
He's instantly on board with this.
Saren finds the conduit. It will happen again.
It will happen. You know what I mean? He's only just learned about it.
He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not.
He's like Joe Rogan. One lady, Tally, comes on his podcast, tells him 50,000 years ago the Protheans disappeared because of hyper-advanced AI.
A Citadel fleet
And now he believes it.
secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
And he'll keep believing it until somebody else comes on his podcast and tells him otherwise.
We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull.
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
They take the evidence very literally and just turn around. Would be better with a bit of hesitation.
Commander Shepard.
Yeah.
Step forward.
And like we were saying earlier, the voice recording of Saren easily could have been faked even with modern technology. It's a bit funny.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics.
I'm sick of this council and its anti-wokeness.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen.
Shepard is like Luke Skywalker becoming devout in the Force after learning about it a day before. Yeah, you know, that's right.
Spectres are an ideal.
It's like Luke Skywalker. The Force? What's that? Later that day when Han Solo's shit-talking the Force. You're such a closed-minded bigot, Han, for not believing in the Force.
They are protectors of galactic peace. Both our first and last
Blazing
line of
Ariana.
defense.
Everyone is making some leaps in logic. Again, the Reapers weren't totally unknown due to their link with the Geth, but it was pretty niche, and no one knew what the Reapers actually were. Yeah, like I was saying, it's not like it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying it's a plot hole. I just feel personally that it might have been a little bit better to not have the big twist of the Reapers be revealed in one line of dialogue. Just like Tally standing there in Udina's office, like, oh yeah, the Reapers, they were a hyper-advanced AI from 50,000 years. I mean, sure, as far as we're aware, technically, it's just a myth. And we don't know anything more about them than that. I just think it could have been something that we maybe learned when we meet Liara. Because that's only a mission away, really. Just space out a little bit more. I suppose we needed to know enough in order to have this whole debate with the Council. Anyway, we'll say thank you.
I'm honored, Counselor.
There we go.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized
Don't shake
to use any
JD
means
Vance's
necessary
hand.
to apprehend or eliminate him.
He has the Liz Truss box.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned. We now must meet with the human representative, JD Vance.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship.
A few days later, they all die in a tragic ship accident.
Special equipment and training now.
Well, accident.
You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help.
Tally could have worded it with a bit more vagueness and yeah, okay, there we go. I'll just finish it on saying Tally could have worded it in a way which didn't sound like she was reading it directly from the Mass Effect wiki.
More grateful.
That's all.
She didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
There we go. We are now a Spectre, and that means we have unlocked the Spectre training, which we should probably get at least up to level 4 right away. Luke Skywalker like, Jesus Christ, who's that? 1 hour later. You're pretty close-minded to the forgiveness of the Lord, Han. Yeah. Funny joke. Right, we are at 18 out of 19 for the Keepers. Let's just fucking finish this quest before we leave. Which means we now have the fun of trying to find those last 2 bugs.
I hope he's okay.
Actually, before we leave, we might as well pick up a couple of these side quests. I always took it as the Council being shown the Geth authentication code before we arrive. It's the only way that the scene makes sense. Maybe in the future they have, like, really concrete ways of determining whether or not something's been AI deepfaked, you know?
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
Who are you? Sorry, I don't think we've met.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something
You're doing all the Citadel side missions? I'm down for it. We'll do all the ones that I think are worth doing.
New. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday.
I mean, I'll probably do...
Now I can't get clearance to check it out.
I might do some side missions off stream, just for the sake of, like, XP.
But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go.
I mean, a lot of stuff isn't that fun to watch. Oh no, we got to get all the Turian dog tags, or the what is it? The matriarch writing. If you know, you know. Jesus Christ.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander.
Look at this Captain Scarlet-ass uniform.
That's
a ship in the uniform.
See if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen.
How the fuck? How did I miss this one? I'm a little embarrassed for myself to have missed that. I thought I cleared the Citadel Tower. Right, we have one more to find then. And it's probably going to be in a... Oh, either it's going to be back at the ship dock, because I don't think I've been there since we first arrived. Or it might be in one of the little, like, side alleys if you take the elevators. Nah, we don't need to talk to him. If you want to know what the bald guy there wants, he's like, my brother is missing. Can you go find him? And then we're going to find him, and then we'll come back, and we'll tell him, hey, we found your brother. He's fucking dead. That's that side quest. The way I'd have worded it is,
in other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying
is having
reports
the
that one of their
news
survey teams has
guy
gone missing
speaking
in the
over me.
Hades Gamma cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Okay. I would have worded it as, I don't know what the Reapers are. From what little I could gather, they seem to be some kind of machine race revered by the Geth, almost like gods somehow. Yeah, something along those lines. Just something a little bit more vague. A little more, I amn't being handed the information by the DM to tell the player. By Mass Effect 3, Shepard says, I told you so. I don't like the Council. In my first playthrough, I let the Council die. I mean, you're not really supposed to like the Council. They are the bureaucratic roadblock to a lot of your actions. But, like, they're not... It's not like they're villains or anything. They're not really doing anything wrong. It's just kind of, they're a frustration to work through, you know? Do they actually deserve death? Not really. It's just fun. It's just fun. If you feel a little bit vindictive. Right. You know, let's... I don't want to head back to my ship yet. No, let's try and wrap up a couple of quests. Let's go visit... this bin. The collectathon quests are something that I didn't do even in my 100% run. So mind-numbing. People who complain about mining in Mass Effect 2 forgot what Mass Effect 1 was like. Who the fuck complains about mining? It's the best part of that game.
I'm Nelina. I don't recognize you.
No, I do remember when back in the day people made fun of the mining minigame,
Would
but
you
unironically,
see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
it's fun, it's relaxing. I like it. So, is the Alliance this universe's version of the Federation, or the Republic, or the... So, the Alliance is... So back on Earth, Earth is not unified Star Trek ways, like a unified one-world government. There's still individual Earth governments. There's like a... What's it called? The United States of North America and blah, blah, blah. What you kind of expect. You don't really get too much into the weeds on what Earth's like. But because no one Earth nation has the resources to go out and explore space, and also there's the ethical thing of like, can Russia go and claim a planet? Can America go claim a planet or this? What they've done instead is basically have another level of government over all the Earth governments called the Systems Alliance, and that works basically. Everything outside of Earth itself is under Alliance jurisdiction, and now that we've gone and discovered other alien species and stuff, the Alliance is our representative on the galactic stage. You know, so we don't have like the president of Bulgaria coming out here and cavorting with the alien species and that. It's Alliance representatives. So yeah, we're not really the Federation either, because that was like other alien races as well. So the Alliance is just humanity. Oh, but what we do have is the Council. The Citadel Council is this kind of loose association, a United Nations of different spacefaring species, which the Alliance is a part of, a fairly recent part of.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services.
If I remember right, China and Russia still exist as political, geopolitical entities. Even the EU still exists. Not sure if it's still as... Yeah, honestly, we don't know that much about the state of individual governments on Earth. We just know that Earth's not completely unified.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she is provided.
Sounds like hippy-dippy nonsense.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always...
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Are there any Krogan on Earth?
Commander
I
up
hope
to see
so.
me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
So what are the main power players in the Milky Way?
It appears the consort has taken notice of you.
The Asari Republics, who, believe it or not,
I'll speak
are the
Don't
Asari.
wait too. She'll be waiting upstairs.
We've got the Turian Empire, the Solarian Union, the Systems Alliance.
That's understandable. Many are a little
I guess that's like the big four. And humans are a bit controversial because the fact we've only really been around for about 30 years, 20, 30 years, we are like very new in galactic terms. Like the Citadel Council was set up, was it like 2,000 or 3,000 years ago? It's been a while. It's been a little while.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
But the fact that we've only just shown up and right away we are like right up there. We're like 4th place. I think we're like 2nd place militarily, actually. Just after the Turians. The Krogans are not really a unified people either these days because they are so war-torn. So they're not on the council
That is
either.
close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
I think Krogan got themselves in some sports ongoing, got themselves into some sports originating from Earth, namely American football. Not sure which others, though. I love that.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station.
Oh, third strongest. I suppose the Asari might be, are actually
that is not why
pretty
I
powerful.
asked you here. I have a certain problem.
Misleadingly
that could use your
powerful
expertise.
militarily. Turians are definitely number one, though. Don't tell Garrus that, though.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I
Don't touch my face.
Listen to you and let the matter be.
Alien freak.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy.
Just no
too much to
fucking
go into the details.
sense of personal
If he
space,
wishes
this
to
woman.
tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him
Jesus
to stop
Christ,
spreading
lady.
lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I
No,
have many
no appreciation for consent, this lady. Oh, I'm not counting the Geth. To be clear here, sorry, I'm talking about like the officially recognized council species. The Geth have, so there are like legal requirements for nations under the council. Sort of what do you want to say? Rules of war. There's certain like regulations people have to follow on the limits of how many dreadnoughts or cruisers they can build to kind of keep naval sizes down. But of course, Geth don't care, and Geth have pretty much infinite resources. So yeah, they have the biggest fleet by far. The Solarians have more dreadnoughts than humanity. They've got bigger fleets almost by default, since the number of ships in ratio with dreadnoughts is more or less the same. Alrighty. Sorry, to be honest, maybe I'm underestimating how big the Solarians are. Probably because we never bloody see their ships. Which kind of sucks. Alright, let's go Korra's Den then. And don't forget the Batarians. Oh, who could forget those ugly fuckers?
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists.
Council gets shown so much evidence that the Reapers are real, and they continue saying the Reapers are not real until the Reapers are at their front door killing billions. The Volus have the 417th best basketball team.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
I suppose if we're talking about fleet sizes, technically the Quarians have a pretty dang big fleet as well, but the problem there is that at least at the moment,
In
in
entertainment news,
technical
Francis Kidd has
peacetime,
announced plans to direct
it's
Hamlet
entirely a
to help
civilian
our cast
fleet.
members.
But slap a bunch of guns on them and suddenly it's a war fleet.
With a Hamlet who uses
Because the Quarians don't have a home world, see? They just live in the migrant fleet, is what it's called. Just traveling around nomadically, like a big convoy. Did I ever pick up this thing for Emily?
Word on the
Here we
street
go.
is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than
Can
I
you get a Volus as a
Here,
pet?
Commander, for
Sam,
your
they are
trouble.
people. That didn't answer my question.
I had to kill people for these discs. They're worth more than you're offering.
I didn't tell you to kill Fist.
Jesus Christ, man.
You're right. I suppose that I did ask you to help.
I mean, I suppose I did choose the option,
Here.
but I wasn't expecting.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
We even got the Fallout 3 bad karma noise in the background there. He's so angry. Sorry, this armor just gives me a horrible wedgie. Really cramps my mood. Just makes me want to fucking punch something. Like this guy. Push him over. Like a Brahmin.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Damn it. No wonder Emily Wong hates Shepard. If you're built like Omni-Man, a Volus is basically a pet.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
See, he's more like a pet to me.
Drop the act. I want to know what's going on, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
Huh? Always sad that Emily got offed in a Twitter thread while the... Oh, Titter IGN lady got center stage in Mass Effect 3. We don't talk about her.
Just tell me everything you know.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
I don't
Keep
really
talking.
care.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanner. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
That's what all this fuss is about?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first... You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
That doesn't explain why you're trying to kill your partner.
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep
I'm
the data for
confused.
himself.
What's a Titter lady? A lady with big
I
tits.
don't know.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity
I
like
know,
this
it's some
pass us by.
IGN game journalist lady got put into the third
We'll
game
just continue gathering
as
data
a
for them.
journalist.
Imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
And yeah, I never really thought about this, but she does replace Emily Wong, doesn't she? As the sort of investigative journalist person.
If it'll help further the scientific cause, how can I refuse?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid.
Oh, that will age
Data
well.
gathering
Yeah,
is
nobody liked it.
useless if Jalid won't help me analyze
It was a bit of a controversy back in the day, I
Thank
think.
you. And happy scanning, Commander.
You know, a reminder, we're talking like peak Gamergate era as well, aren't we? Didn't help. Jessica Chorbin, yeah. There was a thread... Huh? There was a thread that posted from Emily Wong's POV of the Reapers reaching Earth. She drove transport into a Reaper vehicle in a final act of defiance. It'd be cool if it wasn't on Twitter. Jeez. I did not know this.
Commander. What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good! Her lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget.
Those are really thin
This
drinks.
is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
I know. Woman, right?
She rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Some general. What kind of example are you to your troops?
The troops can kiss my leathery backside.
Also, General? Not Admiral?
It was to retire and be with her.
I think it doesn't really matter. You're an alien species. You can do whatever you want in terms of rank structure, but...
Don't waste your time.
General of the fleet.
Never let the enemy see your weakness. You know that, General.
Enemies? The one place I always felt at peace was with her. But now, so you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and...
Turians have the worst casual wear. It's not great, is it?
Maybe you're right.
Or maybe it's just this guy. Maybe this guy's real problem is he got no riz. That's why Shiara dumped him.
Now get up and get moving, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two.
Take that silly hat off. You look like a page.
A few extra credits.
A fucking knight's page. He's got a condom hat on.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Jeez, I forgot you were here, Tally.
I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
Why can't you tell him yourself?
Well, the last time he saw me, I was disparaging his ancestors and shouting his secrets in public. Take this data pad. It shows where I got...
I'm right here. I realized right after I said it. I knew you were going to say something.
The L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to?
His name is... Well,
yeah.
Here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
Turians have leathery skin?
You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
I don't know. I don't know. One thing I always found weird is Turians just having random human Earth names like Septimus. Yeah, they really leaned in hard on the whole like Roman imperialness of them. I was joking earlier, kind of completely truthfully saying earlier that I only just realized that the council members have names, and I noticed the Turian ones called like Spartacus or some shit. Not literally, but it's like one letter off of that. It's like we really got to hammer home the vibe that we're doing with this whole species. I mean, what do you think about a Krogan being called Rex? I mean, I think it's fine. It gets across...
Coming up in a report
it's like short form. It's cultural short form, isn't it?
And uncovers a full
that makes sense, right?
Syndicate.
We could give them like really wacky alien names, like Zalbaroth, with like a bunch of apostrophes and like 3 A's in a row for no reason. But who the fuck's ever going to remember that? You know what I mean?
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel security to pursue Saren?
Rex is a big bloke name. And he is a big bloke.
Fighting a rogue.
And he looks like a dinosaur.
Lives at stake and no
like Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'd say that.
You get it?
It's
really subtle.
The imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
Are you going to sleep with Shiara? I actually forgot. Yeah, we need to go back and if I can just sneak past these guys, I don't really want to talk to Adina right now. I don't want to. Yeah. Here we go. Because here's the last keeper. That was a hell of a jingle. That catches me off guard every fucking time. Anti-Rex people. Okay.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni War.
I wish Udina was the Shadow
Many
Broker.
council
I
worlds,
mean,
particularly
how do you know
Asari
he
and
isn't?
Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt,
I like how the Hanar have two names, a public name and a personal one. Yeah. It's a fun little cultural trait. Shiara, she's this. Oh no, we gotta go to the Elcor. Elcor
development
ambassador
in the Eden
first.
Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives.
Jesus Christ.
While the
Isn't Udina what the little chavs on Tatooine say?
confirmed
Yeah,
that corrective actions
I
had
think
been
you're right.
taken.
Right before they jump out from a rock and zap you. Rex in the... Isn't it Grunt? I don't know. In the Mass Effect 2 Shadow Broker DLC looks up T-Rex. Yeah, you look at his search history. And these like big monsters to fight. Biggest animals on Earth. Dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus Rex. He just wants to fight. Oh, wrong way. I'm not thinking. I'm just running on autopilot. Rex versus Worf. Oh! Oh, Rex. Sorry. Sorry, Worf. You don't stand a fucking chance. Like, Worf being the strongest guy on the Enterprise is like being the toughest kid in kindergarten, you know what I mean? It's like, that's great. Now go fight Mike Tyson.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology. But I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I've come to talk to you about your little problem.
Curious. What do you know about the consort and her relationship to me?
The consort didn't reveal your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Here, this should be proof enough for you.
Confused.
Marcus would batter Rex if he had the Bozar and muffins.
Turian could learn this on his own. Dismayed.
Alright, if we're taking away weapons, if it's just mano a mano.
Just make sure you leave Shaira out of it from now on.
Marcus or Rex?
Agreed, most assuredly. It is clear that the consort was blameless.
I mean,
Startled
I think Marcus maybe has it on like pure strength. I think he's also a bit bigger. Rex is actually a little bit short. I joked about it earlier.
Anxious request.
Oh, go away.
Please.
So long.
Farewell. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander.
I know.
I'm sure.
He sure was. Yeah, Rex is kind of short. He's got that. He's tall only because he's got the big ump on his back, you know. But like actual eye level, he just comes up to like Shepard's neck. However, redundant organs. Krogan's got them redundant organs, don't they? Game doesn't really display it, but Krogan are supposed to be huge, and Rex is particularly huge for his species. I mean, I would say they are massive. As in the literal sense. They have a lot of mass. They are dense as fuck. They are probably like almost entirely muscle and shell and bone. But they aren't actually that much like just bigger, like taller than a person. I mean, they have to fit in like transport shuttles, same as everyone else, you know. Rex's armor seems to be very bulky too. It's actually not. His armor's a light armor he's wearing, or like a medium armor. I mean, we'll see him in heavy armor later, and that'll bulk him up a little bit more when we get him in his Frank Corrigan suit. But the current stuff that Rex is wearing, he's not in our party, so I can't really demonstrate. It's pretty much skin tight, honestly. Him and Tally have got a lot in common, to be honest.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
I can't spend gratitude.
I would not dream of letting you go without payment. I do not make a habit of incurring debts. These credits will cover your expenses. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become.
Jeez Christ, you're giving me a poem for my birthday? For my 10th birthday?
As though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through.
That was a Fallout 3
proud,
reference.
Solitary, alone, but it gives you strength. You never hide your strength either. It serves you well, terrifies your foes. Few will dare to stand against you. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness.
People like pay thousands to get meetings with this lady. You know that? She's supposed to, yeah, honestly, that's it.
Thanks, I guess.
Close your eyes and relax, Commander.
Excuse me? Are we being raped right now? Sorry, like what has happened? I did not consent to this. What the fuck? What? What indeed?
Here, Commander.
I think she just like used her sinister Asari mind powers to get us in her little fucking orb there.
What is it?
And I'm not just talking about the weird bubble bed she has.
I've never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave.
That was horrible. Sorry, like, you have the exact same conversation, word for fucking word, as Femshep.
They will give you strength.
Except you don't have this weird, like, Family Guy cutaway to the fucking sex in the bubble here. That was so out of fucking left field. That is so weird. I want to joke that, like, Male Shep is a big man slut, but, like, I genuinely think we were just, I think we were manipulated into that. I think we were coerced. We were just told to close our eyes. The next thing we know, we were in the bubble. Like, we just blacked out. Garrison, you guys just watched.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
The ambassadors have this beautiful park to relax in, but most of them are too busy to ever use it.
I read about Krogan being over 7 feet tall typically, and that the game just has to portray them as the size they are because of technical issues. Also, fuck you for that, Steve. I didn't do anything! And all I wanted to do was complete a side quest. Next thing I know, I'm in Shiara's bubble. I didn't want to be there. Tell us on the doll where Shiara touched you, Shepard. Here, here. No wonder she gets fucking cancelled after this game. You learn about it in Mass Effect 2. Shiara got chased off the Citadel.
How do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Things are different among my people. There are so few of us. We are expected to be loyal, even when it is difficult.
Yeah, sorry, about the Krogan size thing. I mean, when it comes to height, when you account for the big hump on their back, that probably could easily take them to about 7 feet. certainly you can at least, like, you know,
In light of the recent attack
imagine
on
it.
Eden Prime, many
Like,
colonial
understand,
investors
okay,
are
they've been
pulling their
scaled
support
down a
from
little
future
bit for
projects.
technical reasons, but
Proponents of expanded human colonization
even
insist
scaled
that
up. I'm
Eden
just
Prime
saying,
was an isolated case.
eye
Nevertheless,
level.
colonist enrollment
They're not
has
that
dropped
much taller
sharply.
than us.
Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies
And
will
yeah,
be
in
adequately
multiplayer.
protected.
And as enemies, I'm pretty sure you do fight some, like, Krogan warlords who are pretty fucking chunky throughout the games. Anyway, are we done on the Citadel for now? We'll obviously be back, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll do that later. We have completed this, but... actually, we'll go through one more elevator ride. Just back to the CSEC
In other
Academy, it's
news,
fine.
ExoGeniCorp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week,
Why didn't the consort become a bigger character in the sequels? She feels like she's set up as one here. I told you, she gets cancelled. And honestly, I was saying it as a joke, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe she was actually canonically cancelled because it was such a dodgy scene. Maybe they kind of realized, wait a minute, this character kind of sucks. Let's just, like, forget about her in future games. Especially given that, like, the Asari are set up as, like, we get a bad rap. People only see us as, like, strippers and, you know, oh, the sexual allure of our species. But, you know, that's not fair. There are plenty of Asari who do, like, normal jobs, like, you know, Liara's an archaeologist, and, you know, this person's a security person. And then also you have this, like, big-named character who's basically just a fucking sex worker. I don't know. Sex worker slash therapist. And it's like, ah, yeah, she's the big representative of their species in this game.
Hello, Commander.
I could see them kind of doing away with that. Especially when you introduce much more interesting characters like Samara in the second game.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorbin?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid...
Show us the doll. I don't know, my eyes were closed.
Well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorbin, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us?
I've actually
But-
finished. Because
well,
I'm that
if
good.
you say so. Well, if Shorbin can forgive and forget, I appreciate the help, Commander.
Okay, we're done. And we never have to scan a Keeper ever again. Therapist with extra space. Oh! There is a point. Just before we leave, we'll go check in on the merchant here, because now that we're a Spectre...
One sec, looking you up.
Take your time.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
I think I'll be going.
Sure thing, Commander. You
Oh.
have a good day now.
That's not what
Hello, Commander. I'll open the rare stocks.
Ah! Okay. No, bloody...
Show me what you...
I'll open the
overly sensitive fucking Joy-Con. So... What can we do? Let's just get rid of all of our level 1 shit, except for the mods. I think we're fine. Don't need that, 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 don't need that. Ooh, medium armor Krogan. We'll keep an eye on that. Okie dokie.
Coming up In a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
She also accuses Commander Shepard of the Alliance military of being really creepily aggressive out of absolutely nowhere. He has been cancelled on Twitter, formerly known as X.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Get it from us.
You okay?
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut.
She's a cat.
It's not something
She's
I'm
allowed to be
proud
lazy.
of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came.
Cat is sleeping. It's not
now
a big
you have
deal.
a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren's not going to get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find
She's
him.
like that all day.
But we know what he's after.
With me. She's just lying down now.
He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what
There we
Saren was
go.
after on Pharos and Noveria.
You have to find
Maybe
the
you
star
can figure
maps
out
on
where the conduit is
Kashyyyk and
before he
Korriban.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Oakley dokley.
I'll stop him.
I'll
We have
stop
one
him,
more
and then I'm
lead.
gonna eat him.
Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted
Yeah,
worlds.
we
of
haven't been
Artemis
speaking
Tower.
about it so far all stream, but so yeah, the Oblivion remake is real.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
I'm fine. We'll just go. Yeah, so like I obviously had been hearing the rumors about this Oblivion remake for a long time, and then I saw the leaks, but honestly I was like hanging fire on even talking about it or acknowledging it until it became beyond official. And the fact that Bethesda have now, just as of an hour before stream, posted, hey, we're doing a reveal trailer tomorrow. I'm now like, okay, it's real.
Decontamination in progress.
I don't know. There's just there's too much opportunity for fucking AI generated shit or just hoaxes in general. I was just like
survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by
not
backroom
even
politics.
registering it.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on.
Why don't they remake Arena or one of the older games? Probably because that's too much work. Actually, to be fucking real here, Daggerfall and Arena remade with like a modern day engine, impossible. Fucking impossible. You have any idea how big those games are? I mean, you could rework it in a way where it's not nearly as big as they were, but then people will complain that it's not living up to how they were before. You know what I mean? Like the world space of Daggerfall, I believe, is on par with the total landmass of the real world United Kingdom. The amount of time it would take your character to walk from one end of that map to the other would be the same as walking from like Johnny Groats to Land's End. So yeah, remaking that in like a Skyrim or like I suppose more like a Fallout 76 or Starfield engine, non-starter. You'd have to condense it right down. Also, yeah, 120 gigabytes? Oblivion Remake stream? Not at that fucking file size, I'll tell you that much.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open.
Yeah, a reimagining of Daggerfall or Arena.
Now's the time.
You could do that, you could do that, but I mean, it would need reimagining anyway because those games are crunchy as hell. Even in terms of like the lore, going back to Arena especially, it's not. I mean, sorry, when I say lore, I mean like the religions, the Nine Divine, the Daedra, all this sort of stuff, which is like integral to what we see as Elder Scrolls now, wasn't established back then. It was way more wishy-washy, generic fantasy. Oh no, there's goblins attacking the town, you know. Oh no, a dragon! I don't know, I've barely played Arena. I'll play it a bit.
Listen up, Normandy. This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. And I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
Oh, we're still talking.
The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They've never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Humanity's in this alone, he says, with Tali and Garrus behind him, like, what the hell? No, I'm not gonna say that.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander.
I do find it funny that a lot of the renegade options in this game actually are just racist. You know what I mean? It should be more like, we'll stop him no matter what, versus, you know, a much more like high and mighty, honorable kind of, I don't know, yeah, you know what I mean, like Paragon. Instead, it's like Paragon, we'll stop Saren for the good of the galaxy, versus those damn aliens don't think we can do it, but we'll show them because we're humans. Yeehaw! I don't know, a little weird.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes.
How much faith do you have in the Oblivion remake? From the little we have, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fucking fine. I personally kind of don't care for Oblivion that much. Having replayed it recently on stream, my opinion on it did kind of go down. I think a lot of people remember Oblivion as having these like excellent quests. Oh, they were the best to the series. Skyrim quests have nothing on how good the Oblivion ones are. And then I played them, and you guys remember the Dark Brotherhood quest line? We did the whole thing. Now, there were some really good quests there. There was the murder mystery house. That was fun. But there was also like a third of it was just go kill this bandit leader in a fort somewhere. Alright, now go kill this bandit leader in another fort somewhere. You know, it wasn't really the outstanding kind of way a lot of people seem to remember it. Also, so much of my enjoyment from that game was the jank. Like, Oblivion's jankiness is, like, unironically, half the goddamn fun. So, I'll be interested to see if they have the same voice acting, or if they have completely redone that. Is it just a visual upgrade? I think I read somewhere about them, like, overhauling combat quite a bit as well. Like, somebody said Souls-like, shield combat, so I guess parrying or blocking. The Viltrumites from Invincible would wreck most, if not all, of Mass Effect. If I'm wrong, let me know. I mean, you're right, but that's kind of unfair. It's like barely comparable, but yes, they would wreck. You are correct. Will we talk? Yeah, we'll talk to our companions. Fuck it. We've not even taken off yet, but
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before.
That's a nice engine. It is a nice engine.
You were able
And she
to
thinks so
fit
too.
into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla.
Sorry, I missed a few comments.
I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like
Chris
this
Griffin on
is a
Helm.
dream come
Yeah,
true for me.
yeah. As someone who can look on the Elder Scrolls with weirdly little nostalgia, I'm more interested in the Morrowind remake. Yeah, the fan-made one. I have been for a while. Does anyone remember the YouTuber Rageaholic? Asshole guy, but I remember him bitching about Skyrim not being as big as Daggerfall, and it's like, dude, Daggerfall was made in potato vision. Yeah, exactly. The Crystals of Gringle Doofus game. No games are going to be smaller in file size. They will only get bigger and bigger. Soon they will take up a hard drive by themselves. Yeah, but it's mad though. Can I minimize game without crashing? I just want to remind myself. So, Oblivion. Original Oblivion is 5.5 gigabytes. Right. Skyrim is 8.6 gigabytes. Fallout 4 is installed, so it won't tell me. But if I remember right, it's like 30 gigabyte? 35 gigabyte. I mean, yeah, I assume that's only accounting for the main game. Fallout 76, which is essentially an MMO with like various expansions, it's 88 gigabytes. And now we have Oblivion remake, which again, reminder, 5.5 for the original, 120 gigabytes. It's exponential. It's getting out of fucking hand. These fucking file sizes. And it's almost entirely textures, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, this game is going to be, pretty much objectively speaking, the same size, world map-wise, as this 5.5 gigabyte game. You know, it's going to have the same amount of NPCs, it's going to have the same amount of voice lines, I guess. Probably more or less the same amount of music. It's all textures. And sounds as well? I mean, I guess. I don't know how much the sound improvements from... I mean, I would have to like go dig into how big is the file size for swordswing.mp3 in classic Oblivion versus this update. I think it's almost entirely textures. I mean, I've looked into this before on stream. I even think everything goes up. You know, sounds go up, models go up, but textures go up exponentially more than everything else. They really need to like find a way to, I don't know, I don't even know if it's possible, a better format for textures in games, because no matter how big the map you make, no matter how many polygons you put into 2B's ass for your video games, or like how high quality your sounds are, those will all increase the file size a little bit, you know? It'll maybe jump from like 10 gig to 20, but when the textures get improved, it'll go from 20 to 200. You know what I mean? You could fit two entire Elden Rings in the Oblivion remake and still have room left over for a Poison Swamp or two. Anyway.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people.
It depends how much they're upgrading the game. They may... It doesn't matter. They could add like 1,000 more NPCs, and that would not account for a... Well, it would account for a fraction, mathematically speaking. But not a very big fraction of that 124.5 gigabyte increase.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves...
I thought you were going to say you could fit 2 entire Elden Rings into 2B's ass. Well, maybe.
But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
You know what? What can you tell me about the Geth?
I want to know more about the
Given
Geth.
they're going to be like our main enemies.
I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created
Shepard
to serve
feigns
as an
interest for the
automated
pretty
manual
lady.
labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
As someone who has done a tiny bit of modding, NPCs are nothing compared to any 2D or 3D assets you put in. Absolutely. If anybody has ever done, installed a bunch of mods for, I'm going to use, like, Bethesda games, because that's what I'm most familiar with. A Fallout 4, a Skyrim, a New Vegas. The biggest mods tend to be when you install, like, the 4K texture packs and shit like that, right? Those are the ones that take, like, half an afternoon to download and install. Like, that, like, a fucking... I can't remember exactly the last... We're talking, like, tens of gigabytes anyway, versus, like, here's a mod to add a whole bunch new, like, NCR soldier NPCs to make the wasteland feel more lived in and more alive, and this will install, like, done. It'll be kilobytes, you know? Unless they're voiced. If they have unique voice lines, that'll bump it up to a few meg. But that's it. 3 centuries of Earth time. What about time dilation? I don't think this fictional work is scientifically accurate. Somebody counted as a sin for misguided self-gratification. NMC's texture pack, there we go. Had no right being as big as it was. Our internet couldn't cope. Sam, do me a favor and go look up how big NMC's texture pack was. Just so I remember.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network.
Had a big walk today.
Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Sore back now.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
4 or 5 gigabytes. Okay,
One day,
smaller than I
a
thought.
Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence.
I mean, that's still a whole Oblivion.
Why am I
That's also a whole Oblivion, Sam, to be fair.
can imagine? This
God, I'm hearing myself say "to be fair" way too much this stream. I was talking about that earlier with you.
To be fair.
An entire Oblivion worth of texture upgrades for New Vegas.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's
Like
fine
being
for
a
machines,
YouTube streamer.
but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought.
A bit
If
like
Geth were
the YouTube
intelligent,
streamer.
then we were
Stop it.
essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable.
That's like
the
25
new
Worms
sentient Geth would
Armageddons
rebel
worth.
against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
If an NPC is going from, I don't know, 175 polygons to 2003, then I think that might have some substantial effect. I mean, again, it'll have an effect, but it's still nothing compared to textures. I've looked into this. But you bring up like a pie chart of like, you know, old game versus like a new game sort of in the same engine or that, and you see how much it increases by as it gets more advanced. And yeah, it's like models go, which is a big increase, and then textures go,
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands.
Oh no.
In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Well, sucks to be you.
Pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first
Bit
place.
blunt.
But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
Legendary Edition really makes the Normandy's lighting so beautiful. I mean, yeah, the lighting across the first game especially is like so much better. I mean, it was always alright, even in the old crusty version. But especially good here.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
Nothing.
Suit yourself. Nice ship.
Oh.
What can I do?
Nothing.
Suit yourself.
I'm trying to do the voice line. You know the voice line. Shepard. Rex. Shepard. Rex. I thought the Quarians' population was 13 million on the flotilla. Don't know offhand. I can never remember numbers. Hey, this game is just copying the Kalons from the Orville. What? With the Geth? I don't remember that part from what I watched of the Orville. Right, let's move on, I think. So here we go. We finally have access to the galaxy map. And I think we should head straight to Artemis Tau and go pick up this Liara Tassoni person. I can never remember which one she's in. Let's take a guess. Galaxy map music, A+. Just right. Original had Normandy so damn dark. No one ever wanted to turn on a light. I mean, they spent all that money on like the stealth drive system and the paint. They didn't have any money left over for some LED lights, you know? Artificial life, rebels against creators, kills all life they come into contact with. Yeah. I love the Geth. They are might be my favorite like species in organic terms in this in the game. They're great. All the more reason why I really want a fully fledged miniatures game, which I've wanted for a long time, and Modiphius have started to kind of dabble in. You've got like a squad-based game where you've got like the Normandy members, and it's kind of, oh no, my headset just died. Or it's yelling at me in Chinese. Shit. We may have lost sound. Oh dear. God, this is the worst thing about Bluetooth shit. Let's see if I can fix this. Sound settings. I might have to restart the game. Rip. Ah, bollocks. We're going to have to restart the game. You guys are fine if we keep streaming, by the way, right? We are past 2 hours, but I want to see if we can maybe get as far as recruiting Liara before we call it. Just checking the sound's working. Bluetooth headsets require frequent charging. I would just like it if they gave me some indication of what their battery level is before, you know, hey, I'm dead now, bye. I don't know. Doesn't help that they speak Chinese. And... Can you at least do an impression of the map music? My ears are empty. That's basically it, right? Gotta go spend time with family and that. Aww. Aww. As I'm going home tomorrow. Oh, right enough. If I turn the game down, does that actually affect? Shit, it does. It's directly tied to my actual PC audio. That's a pain in the arse. Right, we're gonna have to, like, 2 hours into a stream, we're gonna have to repeat the old procedure of, like, is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. It's perfect. Alright, thank you. As long as it more or less matches. If the Galaxy map music's more or less the same as it was, then we're good. Theorem, that's the right place. Let's have a quick scan. Take all the gas deposits. Gotta get the gas deposits. Gotta go to the gas bank to make a gas deposit. Shut the Maybe a bit quiet. Turn up a little bit there. Yep. You can tell I've done the fucking heavy metal gas deposit fucking collectathon quests a bit much. Not enough to remember exactly where everything is, but just to know what the fucking autopilot procedure is. Scanning all the asteroid belts. You have PlayStation glyphs. I do. Who are we bringing? Who are we bringing? Who are we bringing? Rexy boy. Well, let's bring Tally. Oh, you know what? That might actually be like the one advantage of mouse and keyboard. You're right. Because you could probably like scan things really fucking quick.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange...
Right, before we continue, let's see, we want to get heavy armor unlocked as soon as we can. There we are. Get our intimidation stat high as we can as well. Rexy boy. I suppose we'll just focus on getting your abilities. Immunity is very handy. Ooh, alrighty. I like to focus shotguns more for Tally. I don't know why. They're not like the most combat-focused character to begin with, so I might as well counterbalance that by just giving them a big blast of a weapon.
Readings? Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few...
That's nice.
Clicks away from the drop zone.
I can speedrun Mass Effect 2 mining, but it does it looks comical. Don't want to speedrun the mining, you want to take your time with it, soak it in. It's the best part of that game. What if you were a gas deposit? How do you know I amn't? If I was capable of, like, live editing, that was when I would, like, make myself fade out from the webcam view, you know? Like a Infinity War, I don't feel so good. Becomes gas. The planets look... Okay, we've been talking about, like, how the Legendary Edition has improved a lot, but holy fucking shit, do the, like, open world planets look better. Like, go back and play Theorem on Classic version. It's the... I don't even know how to put it. Like, the repeating rock texture on all these mountains is just not good. It's not good. I honestly, I do suspect they put extra effort into this planet in particular because it's such an early one. Because most players will probably come here first. Get bonked. Get bonked. And you, my friend, have been elected to go into the lava. Follow me. Or maybe not. Nah, fine. I can't be arsed. There's always more geth for the fire. What if you were a gastropod? Oh, there we go. I'll say Legendary Edition is the perfect example of what a remaster should be, apart from binning off multiplayer. Yeah, you're right. Like, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer mode is in itself just a really fun mode that I kind of wish they would just re-release, like, on its own. The hell?
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
You're just making up words, Rex. Just making up space words, you big spaceman. Level up. Imagine fighting a tank as a regular goon with a gun. What an idiot. I did enjoy the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer and never thought I would. Could do without the microtransactions, though. Yeah. Yeah, the loot box system was there, I guess. Which, you know, not great, but... Oh, bollock, I didn't mean to press that. Gonna be honest, I don't think I particularly like the hacking system in Legendary Edition. Not that the classic one was that much better. It was kind of just, I don't know. It was just like press your shape buttons on your PlayStation pad. I don't even know. It's kind of just lame. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get a hacking minigame right in a lot of games, to be honest. Right, we actually need to, like, sort out our gear, because we have not been doing that. They look so rich and dynamic in the colors and textures. The Mako also actually has weight to it. I'm not sure the Mako's changed, honestly. I mean, the one thing that has changed is they added like a speed booster, which was very welcome. Like, it always had the thrusters for vertical movement, but they kind of added exhaust boosters as well, just to, you know, help get through the open world maps with a little bit less tedium, I suppose. These ones. Sorry, I've got my cough. Gun gooder. Nope, no. So, we have no armor. Lovely. Mods. Sorry, different UI from the PlayStation version, and I'm suddenly like, huh, what am I doing? Armor mods. Convert to Omnigel, no. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. I guess we'll just go with the good old Avenger. Okay, it's square for mods? Oh, there we go. That's fucking kind of shitey UI, to be honest. 20% damage against synthetics, and heat sink for that heat absorption. That's a good idea. Ooh, nice. Let's stick with the anti-synthetic stuff. Sure. Nothing really good yet. As for you guys, did I not get some new armor for you? I did, but it's shite. Great. You can use them. I'll just give you a rifle and you a shotgun. That'll do. It's harder to do sick flips with the new Mako. Aww. Where's the fun in that? Fuck it, I'm going back to Mass Effect 2 after work. God, we can so easily influence people's gaming habits. You know that? It's like Sam plays New Vegas for a few days, and suddenly I'm like, all right, I'll reinstall New Vegas myself. You watch me stream this for a bit, and you're like, ah, fucking, I mentioned TTW, and you're fucking reinstalling that as well. Likewise, I'm thinking about starting a new game of Fallout 3. I really shouldn't. I bloody reinstalled Fallout 4, actually. And I'm like, it's taking up all this hard drive space. I may as well bloody make use of it. And then instead I played Skyrim. Actually, that's a lot. Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim the last few days, believe it or not. I've been doing an Imperial, like an Imperial Soldier roleplay playthrough. Essentially, as always, you start with the alternate start mod, because I never play the game any other way. Started out on a boat to Solitude, just as, like, you know, random citizen here to help in the war effort. Went straight to joining the Imperial Legion. Installed a few mods that actually improve the war as well. It's been alright, actually. One of them kind of, at the end of every in-game day, or is it week, it will register which forts in all the different hold regions are under whose control, and it will change, it'll hand over different cities to one side or another in the war. Oh, aside from, like, capital regions, so not Solitude or, like, Winterhold? No, the Stormcloak one, whichever one has. Windhelm. But all the others, like, you know, the shitty little villages nobody cares about, they will periodically swap sides, and it's kind of cool, depending on your actions. Also, all those little, like, Stormcloak camps scattered around the place, you can actually destroy them For realsies this time, including the previously invincible commander that all you could ever do was like knock them over. You can murder them, and then you can set the whole place on fire. You can burn it to the ground. So much fun. Choosing to believe you have low poly PS1 Qui-Gon as a framed photo. I'm always thinking about PS1 Phantom Menace. You give me the inspiration to try playing Mass Effect again, but I'll need a bit of help and get... You have never actually played through the 3 games yourself then, have you? I think you said this last week, but I assumed I'd misunderstood, because I'm like, surely you've played. Maybe not. If you want it, I'm more than happy to, like, watch you stream it. Lord knows I've watched, like, 3 other people stream this bloody game before. One of those ones I just don't get bored of. Push forward. Rexy boy. Come on, pull him out of cover. There we go. Space magic. My roommate and I are playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. The first one or the recent one? Oh crap, there's 2 of them. I was going to go in for a melee kill just for the memes, but... Could you stick to cover, please? Could you stick to... God damn it. God, the cover system could be a little bit... Now you do it! Thank you! Jesus Christ. It could be a little bit that. Tried Mass Effect 1 after your stream, my original streams, but gave up. I'm not judging you, but obviously I'm just asking what difficulty were you playing it on. I didn't expect you to be playing it on Insanity. Like those streams, at least not your first time through. Also, it would have been original Mass Effect back then, right? Not Legendary Edition. Oh, this track is a banger. It's a good one, yeah. I mean, most of the music the music in these games in general is very good, although they're also all very different. Like, first game's a lot more synthy. Second game, probably on balance, has my favourite. Maybe just because that main theme is just fucking peak. The suicide mission track. Alright, we can't all be clustering around this one brick for cover. Come on. Rex, get a move on. Third game has some absolute heart-wrenching tunes. But it's also like, well, they got like the celebrity composer in with Clint Mansell to do like Leaving Earth and all the other kind of piano music. But then like the bulk of the rest of the game, it's more synthy combat music. So it's kind of a grab bag, the third game. Still good though. I mean, as always, I'll judge a soundtrack on whether or not I will just listen to it on my phone, like walking to work or driving in the car. And that is absolutely one of them. Mass Effect 2 has very epic music. Mass Effect 3 gets at the feels. Yeah. Do the duck walk. Oh, too easy. Oh shit, and here comes another one of those. So, there are like, every now and again, there are these encounters in this game which are just kind of, like I said earlier, skill check, stat checks. The first one is when you're fighting those two goons outside Korra's den. Incidentally, it's the only time I've died tonight, although in fairness, that was literally the start of stream, and I haven't used the controller. Or first time using the controller. In a while. This is now the other one. This one could be a stinker. How many times have you played through the Mass Effect trilogy on stream? This is my second stream playthrough. I found this channel while you were halfway through 3 during the pandemic. This is my second time streaming. Because we've hit rock bottom as a channel, and we're already like going back to... We're basically doing what all the gaming industry is doing now, and we're remastering our classics, you know? Because we're out of ideas. Right, shield boost for you. Just try and stay alive. I like to hide here, rather than get surrounded. Tally, if you can not die. We're going to get swarmed a bit by infantry first. Survive this first little wave. Then we'll deal with the jumpy assholes who are sniping us. Little jelly guys. Frog fuckers. Whatever you want to call them. Nope. More of these dudes. And then only once we're in the clear will we start fighting the tank. Asshole! I'll remaster my Fallout streams in a few years. Turok retrospect. Sorry, what are we talking about? I'm definitely not touching Mass Effect this decade again. I burned myself out 100% and got too many games in the backlog as well. It's always good to go through your backlog. I've been doing that a lot over the last year. I've actually just reinstalled, just before stream here, I've reinstalled Wolfenstein: The New Order because Lily was streaming it, although it looks like you're probably stopped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and play it myself from more or less where you left off. And then, because I have beat that game before, I'm going to go back and try to beat the second one, because that was the one that I abandoned. I got like halfway through. So they are causing our weapons to overheat. That's one of their annoying little abilities. Get Tally back. Fucking annoying. Alright, I need, like, you guys to stop being in my way, if that would help. Tally's dead. I guess she's not in my way anymore. So fucking annoying, these fuckers. You gotta have the patience. You just gotta keep patient. If you lose your patience and you rush in after them, that's how you get killed. worst spot. Die, 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 die. Oh, almost. Okay, that's another one. Must only be 1 or 2 left. All right. I think we're in the clear. I mean, not completely. We could still easily die. We can get one-shotted by this thing. We've still got a sniper. Priority number 1. Duck behind cover before that thing shoots. Oh. Just gotta keep an eye on this. Every now and again you see it glowing there. That's basically a one-shot, so just make sure you are not even poking your head out when that attacks. As Tally is demonstrating for us. Can I use this again? Yes, I can. Get them out of cover. Right, we're now just the tank. And it'll be a lot easier when we're only getting shot by one thing at a time. Go on, Rex. Charge it. It'll be fun. Make yourself invincible. Get Tally back, see if she can help. What can you do, Tally? You can, sabotage? Might be able to disable its weapons. I don't know if it actually works on this thing. Tell you what, maybe we'll stop after this fight. This feels like a good, end of stream encounter. There we go. Oh, and there's always one left. This always seems to happen with me. One guy at the back who just wasn't getting involved. We can just bully him. Where are we? I see a Minecraft video and I'm like, man, I want to do that now. Yeah, we're so easily bloody swayed. He's hanging on the fridge. First one in preparation for 2. Oh, we tried playing it multiple times in the past, but we finally pushed through and are now nearing the end. That was for Kingdom Come. Give me plenty of notice when the time comes for a Mass Effect 3 stream, Mr. Red Scott Gamer, and I'm sure we'll do some multiplayer just like last time. Maybe a little bit more than last time, actually, because I do enjoy the multiplayer. We only gave it like a token stream back on the first time round. Tried Mass Effect 1 years ago, but it was a very bad Steam port. I mean, Mass Effect 1, as we've said, already kind of a hard game to get into, but I think the PC release of that in particular wasn't the best. I think your Xbox release was probably best. PS3 was a little shitty texture-wise, but gameplay-wise more or less ran the same. Frame rate wasn't great either. Oh, if you tuned in from the Turok perspective, yeah. And then you started watching the streams, that's right. Mass Effect 3 easily has the best soundtrack in the franchise for me. A future for the Krogan, leaving Earth, farewell and into the inevitable, and an end once and for all. Banger after banger, absolutely. I mean, honestly, if you were able to look on my phone and just see like some of my most listened to music, Mass Effect would probably be up there. And a lot of those tunes being some of the most listened. Yeah, it's just great shit. Oh, the fleets arrive. That's another one. Good shit. This area doesn't have any autosaves, and I learned through so many deaths that you need to save right before this fight. Funnily enough, I forgot, but you're absolutely right, and thankfully I didn't die. I don't think they've fixed that in the, well, we'll never know. I don't think they fixed that. I'll remaster my Silent Hill streams in a couple of years. I would honestly not mind that. I've been wanting to play those games myself as well. Oh, I didn't mention, I thought he saw Silent Hill 2 for sale in a CEX the other day. But it was like 80 quid or something. It was a bit too much, or like near £100. You did save on reflex. Did I save? It's actually, yeah, maybe I did save. I think I must have just done it out of habit there. Yeah. That was 24. Yeah, that was just 10 minutes ago. Was that the start of that fight? I think it was. Okay. Fair enough. Thanks for stream. You're welcome. We are going to stop there, which means that we pick up halfway through this mission, and then we'll be getting Liara. Yeah, 241. That sounds good. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. We'll be streaming next Sunday. I'm completely losing track of time. Yeah, we just did D&D yesterday. Fucking hell. So it's going to be Killzone stream, finishing that off, and then starting BioShock. Was it? I think that was the next game on the Patron poll. Oh, that'll be fun. Again, speaking of like games in my backlog. So one game that I've never actually completed with BioShock 1, and then one game that I've beaten a couple of times and remembered really loving in BioShock Infinite. We'll probably play them both. Unless I'm convinced to play 2, which I don't even own, but, you know. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.